Greetings everyone, back again with another beer for you. Today I chose a pretty simple one, yet still very good. This is from a local Philly brewery that was shut down for a little while and then came back due to internal strife within the company. This is Yard's Philly Pale Ale, or Philadelphia Pale Ale specifically. Yards makes a lot of good beers. This is a very simple one. I guess this would be their flagship brew. A lot of Philadelphia / American founding fathers themes. They have a beer for George Washington and Thomas Jefferson and other ones, and they're all very good. It's a simple beer. It's you can find it a lot in bars around the Philly area. I don't know if it's gone too far past that. There's a pretty large story behind Yards that I won't go into too much right now, but basically the brewery shut down over an internal power struggle of sorts, and we eventually ended up getting two breweries out of it. The Yards, one part of the company kept the Yards name and the Yards recipe. The other part of the company kept the actual brewery itself and became what is now PBC, Philadelphia Brewing Company. But the important thing, and they're both very good. PBC is also good, but I like Yards better. So this is Yards Philadelphia Pale Ale. As you would imagine, it's a pale ale, American pale ale, made in Philadelphia. It is, let's see, I don't see a, oh, here we go, 4.6% alcohol by volume. So, you know, it's a pretty standard beer. Nothing too strong. I'm gonna go ahead and open this. Now, pale ales tend to be just that. They're pale, usually clear, light, crisp. This particular one, which I'm going to pour into my McCoy's pint glass, which I think I got from a bar, I guess it was in New York City. I got from a bar. I'm going to pour this very carefully because, as we will see, you know, it looks pretty standard, average, normal, and as we get down to the bottom, I'm going to pour a little bit slower and actually leave just a little bit in the bottle there. This beer has a haze to it, and if I had agitated this bottle and poured it out faster, you would actually see a noticeable amount of sediment in the bottle from yeast sediment. It's a very yeasty beer, and visible sediment in there. It is now on the bottom of the bottle. A lot of people don't mind having yeast sediment in there. A lot of people like it. Some people don't like, you know, particles floating around in their beer. I'm pretty impartial to it. You know, it's not like it's, you know, something chunky or anything. But I poured it pretty carefully, and you can see it's a little hazy. There's some particles floating around in there, but not much. Otherwise, it's copper colored, straw colored. It's light. It has a citrusy, light floral aroma, as would be expected from a pale ale. They're generally a little bit on the hoppy side, but not too strong. You know, it's an easy drinking beer. It's very good. It pretty much tastes the way it smells. It's got a citrusy taste to it, although it's not, you know, there's no citrus in it, but you know, you get some almost grapefruitish qualities in there in the taste, which follows right through with the smell there. It's very good. The hops aren't very strong. Many amateur beer drinkers don't like hop flavors too much. Hops are good. There's a good hop bite to it, but it's not very strong, and it's well balanced, extremely well balanced. Crisp, light, very easy to drink. Light mouthfeel, refreshing, you could say. Very easily drinkable. You could easily spend a whole night drinking this beer, or anything by yards. I've had several of them. Again, I don't know how far they go outside the Philly area. I don't think I've ever seen them outside the Philly area. But yeah, this is a very good one. If you're ever in the Philly area, it's not too hard to find, in bars, that is. In Jersey, you might be able to pick up a 6-pack somewhere. That's just a little side note about Pennsylvania. I grew up in Jersey. I now live in Pennsylvania. One thing I do like better about Jersey is you can buy 6-packs. You can buy single beers in liquor stores. Pennsylvania, it's pretty much a case or nothing. And I'm a very polygamist beer drinker. I don't like to have a full case of the same beer, you know, in my fridge. I like to have a 6-pack of this, 6-pack of that. But this is a good beer to have a case of. You can drink it anytime with any food. Almost anyone would like it. Even, you know, the most casual beer drinker, I would say, would be able to enjoy this beer. Goes down smooth, clean. If I didn't tell you about the sediment in there, you probably wouldn't even have noticed. I can see it in there, very, very fine particles. I know the camera won't pick it up. There's I can see the yeast at the bottom of the bottle there. I'm not gonna bother showing that to the camera either. It's besides the point. But of course, if you drink it on tap, you won't see that as much. But you know, if it's in the bottle, it's had more time to settle. That's basically it for this beer. Very simple beer, easy to explain, simple yet extremely good, and highly recommended by me. I rate Yards highly. Everything I've had from them is good. I haven't seen some of their other beers, like the General Washington, in bottles too much. I think they might have just started bottling it, actually, as opposed to serving it on tap. I could be wrong on that, though. And again, if I go shopping, beer shopping in Jersey, I may see and purchase a 6-pack of said beer. But that's about it. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to finish this on camera right now, because it is that good and that easily drinkable. And if you're in Philly, don't be afraid to try this one. And that could be said for the beer snob, beer enthusiast, or the casual beer drinker. Yards Philadelphia Pale Ale, American Pale Ale. Good stuff. Cheers.